Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing very serious videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. No, I'm not going to bring it up. We're just going to deal. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's one of my... Boom! Boom? Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. It's one of my Born of Osiris shirts. Which, you may be asking yourself, Brandon, what the fuck is Born of Osiris? Born of Osiris is a heavy metal band out of Illinois. They're a local band. I actually didn't even know that up until pretty recently. They've actually been doing it for a while now, like over a decade easily. And I'll be entirely honest, wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm the biggest Born of Osiris fan in all of Illinois. Like I said, I didn't even know they were from Illinois. But they went over there, they were performing at the time I'm doing this about a month ago. They were on tour, well, not tour, but they were doing some shows. And I was like, you know what, man? Yeah, they were playing with the Browning and some other local bands. And I was like, yeah, man, let's get this on. And they were fucking awesome. Like, they put on such a badass show. It was like a Christmas-oriented show. They were just super cool. And, I really enjoyed their set. I picked up some merch, obviously. I also got some videos of their performance. That is also on this channel. I have an entire playlist of just like concerts that I go to, just in case you're interested. They are super good, though, by the way. Absolutely check out their stuff. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why do I have this thing on my head? Well, folks, because, of course, I stopped off at Boom Burger King. And they gave me a crown. I didn't ask for one. Apparently it has to do with homecoming. I don't know. I didn't go to homecoming even when I was in school. I will say this. If anybody's ever watched me go over there and do like a chip review kind of thing, I've mentioned that I have a big ass head. This is at the very limit. Like, it is at the very final, like, little attachment thing. And it still really doesn't fit my head. I have a big head. But anyway, what is this? This, folks, is a brand new item. This is the Candied Bacon Whopper, which sounds amazing. It consists of flame grilled patty, of course, tomato, lettuce, crispy onions, creamy garlic aioli, bacon jam, and brown sugared candied bacon. I'm excited for this, man. It's not... I occasionally review stuff from Burger King, but, like, their stuff is very hit or miss for me. I need this to be good. So let's take a look at it. I did go to my janky one, because, like, there's two Burger Kings, and the janky one is closer. Okay. Yeah, you can see it's got, like, the candied bacon. Okay. Let's get a thing for the thing. Kind of regretting not getting it as a double, but okay. We get a thing. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Alright. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. Bacon. Okay. Definitely a little better once you get into it. So you can get like the whole experience. One thing I'm gonna say. It's my damn fault for going to the janky one. I got no crispy onions. Why didn't I go to the good one? Here's how janky the one that I went to was. I got a Sprite, right? I didn't want a Sprite. I wanted a high C. They said, "Oh, we don't have that available right now." And I was like, "That's kind of weird because I know they have it in the fountain." When I pulled up to the thing, I could see the guy pouring my Sprite from a 2-liter. It was like, "Oh, come on now." All right. So I mean, there has to be a bit of a caveat here because I'm not really getting the full experience, but I'll give you what I can go with, and I'll probably end up doing like a redemption review on this one. I'll go to my better Burger King. As far as what I got goes, minus the crispy onions, I can kind of go with it. It's not as good as I was hoping, but I don't know what it is about bacon jam. Bacon jam burgers were like the big thing in 2023. I reviewed a few of them. I think I did one from IHOP. I think maybe Denny's. Like maybe another one too. I don't know. Like, was there just like a? I don't know, man. There must have been some kind of a, whole thing on bacon jam. The bacon jam is the best part, for sure. It's like the most prominent of the other unique flavors. I don't know if I'm getting a lot of the garlic aioli. There's maybe a little bit of a mild garlic taste. So I'm going to say that it's there. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, basically. The bacon jam itself actually does taste pretty nice. It's not as good as like a really proper bacon jam, like, even like with the ones that I had with the, like you said, like IHOP and Denny's and stuff. The candied bacon. So when it comes to fast food bacon, I mean, it's more miss than hit, realistically. But I will say, I think they amped it up a little bit for this. It's a little bit more prominent. It's got a nice little chew to it. Not in a bad way, but and there's kind of like a little bit of a sweetness to it. I love the idea of this. I think that if it had been executed better and probably in a non-fast food situation, it would have been really good. As is, it's still pretty good. I mean, that bacon jam is definitely the best part. It really kind of coats everything. I will say this, to their credit, man, the tomato and the lettuce actually do taste like properly fresh. Like, they're very flavorful. And then the Whopper's a Whopper. I mean, it's doing what it needs to do. Alright. Well, again, caveats being what they are, because again, I didn't get the full experience the way I should have. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Well, I'm definitely going to get it at least one more time because, again, I want to try the entire experience in one go. So wait for that review. Maybe, probably not tomorrow. I got something I'm planning to grab tomorrow, but probably on the weekend, maybe I'll go over there. So yeah, it's for even with what it is, I will say there's definitely some more effort put into it. Again, I think the bacon jam really is the hero. The candied bacon does make an impact, though, and again, for being fast food bacon, I'll give it a fair amount of credit. It does have a little bit of that kind of sweet and savory aspect that I personally like. The bacon jam really just kind of, sort of really kind of nails home, the savory aspect while giving it, kind of a little bit of an elevated aspect to it. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of go with it. I think even, without the redemption review aside, I would get this one again. It's interesting. It's a burger that they're putting a little bit more effort into. It's not the penultimate version of this burger, but by that same token, if I'm recommending it, it's certainly worth trying. I mean, if you're not into sweet and savory stuff, might not be for you. I know one of my one of my regular viewers, I can't think of your name off the top of my head. I apologize. William? I don't know, man. This thing's clogging my brain. But I know he's not a fan of sweet and savory. But, it does have that aspect to it. But it's kind of interesting, and it is a Whopper. As long as you're going into it with realistic expectations, it's still fast food, but it's a little bit of fun for what it is. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go there, have yourselves a truly proper, candied bacon burger-tastic rest of your life. Maybe if I run into one at like a proper burger spot, I'll review it. We'll see. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and bullshit. And, sometimes we just have to kind of deal. And when we do, it's important we go over there, or at least try. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you were like the homecoming king or queen, and maybe that's like this great memory for you that you can, think back to, and a little bit of a tear in the eyes, you smile, think back to simpler times. Or maybe you're like me and like you didn't even give 2 shits and a fuck about homecoming. I was asked to prom. I didn't go, but I was asked. I will fucking hang on to that for the rest of my goddamn life. But I wasn't like social guy, and like I wasn't like, especially in that type of setting, I was like, no. But maybe you were, and maybe it was a really great time and all that good stuff, and I, hope, like I said, just don't get too stuck in the past, okay? And I say that as somebody who has more Transformers than any reasonable adult should. Anyway, bye.